Diane, Michael's mom. Thank you so much for coming here to celebrate Michael and Lauren's marriage. A lot of you have come a long distance to be here, but it means so much to Lauren and Michael and our two families that you're here to be part of this happy occasion. And we hope that so far you're all having a good time in Milwaukee. So the groom, how many of you here call him Michael? And how many of you know him as Miguel? Okay, so you people all met him after August 2005. He was just going to be starting at UW-Madison as a freshman, and also starting to go by his official name. I still get to call him Michael because I'm his mom. But it's kind of funny that all the family and friends in Spain still call him Michael. There was a time when he was a little concerned about what people might call him. He was in second grade. And I had just started dating my husband, Peter Angelo. And Michael, always thinking ahead, said to me one day, "Mom, if you get married to Peter, will I be Michelangelo?"
Oh, it's adorable.
When Michael was little, he was so expressive. He just bubbled over with enthusiasm, and his dad and I couldn't even believe it. Like, how do we have a kid like this? We're not that bubbly. And those of you, well, you'll see that in the video. I don't know if people have had a chance. Some people have already had a chance to go into the theater part of the museum and see the video that Lauren and Michael prepared that has their childhood photos and other ones as well. Please see that video. Lauren is an absolute, oh my gosh, she was a doll, just a doll. And tonight, Lauren, you were the most beautiful bride. And you might notice in all of those childhood photos of Michael, he was like this mischievous little stinker. He always had this sparkle or twinkle in his eye, like he was up to something, and these really cute facial expressions. And those of you who know him as Miguel might be interested to know that he used to be a chatterbox when he was a kid. His teachers, it drove him crazy. They could not get him to be quiet. And he was just always socializing. And we thought he'd go into sales someday. But he didn't. Michael, you know, Grandpa and Grandma love you so much. And they got the biggest kick out of you. And Grandma did say to me, though, once in a while, like, you might have your hands full when he's a teenager. But no, in middle school, Michael started to mellow out, and he began maturing into the wonderful man that he is today. He still has that amazing smile, though, and those really expressive eyes, and that laid-back, easygoing way about him that makes him such a joy to be around. Peter and I love and admire so many things about Michael. Yeah. He always keeps a cool head and an open mind, and he's fair, and he always tries to give people the benefit of the doubt. Michael's so thoughtful and kind and considerate, and he's humble, and he laughs at himself very easily. There was this time not long after he graduated from college when he called me and he said, "Mom, I think I have a flat tire. Could you look up the number or get our number for AAA?" And I, okay, fine, you know, and I will. And he calls back a couple minutes later and he goes, "Mom, that's okay, never mind. If I'm an engineer, I should be able to do this." Michael is big on family. First of all, he loves his brother Dan so much, and he's such a good brother to him. And there's absolutely no rivalry or competitiveness between them whatsoever. They really want the best for each other. And I'm so proud of that relationship that you both have. And it also makes me happy that you and Dan are both so proud of your Spanish heritage, especially when Sevilla, your soccer team, wins. Because family is so important to Michael. He spends a ton on airfares from Denver to come home and visit. And every time he comes home, he asks Peter and me if we need more tech support. And we always do. And Michael, I always look forward to your Sunday night calls. I love that. And speaking of family, first I have to say, I cut this part out of the speech because I thought, well, what if I put my foot in my mouth? But since it came out in the vows, you know how Michael was kind of saying, let's keep it cash. I was hearing Michael's side, and he was saying, I met this girl, and she's so nice, and she's so interesting, and fun, but, you know, I'm not in the market for a girlfriend. And another conversation, you know, she's really fun. I like her, but I just don't want a girlfriend right now. And so it went. And so finally, Michael gave in to the attraction. And we're so happy he did. We want to welcome you to our family, Lauren. You actually have felt like part of our family for a long time now. But today it's official, and we're really happy about that. Michael and Lauren are so good together. They, as you've heard in the vows, they giggle together and laugh together all the time. It's really music to my ears. I love that. You both have shared interests, but you also have your own individual interests that you pursue, which is great. Neither of you is at all materialistic, which is great. It's easier to be happy that way. And I've really noticed that every time you talk to each other or about each other, it's always very respectful. It's always with respect. Always, always, always. That's important. One of the things we love about Lauren is how she laughs easily. She's cheerful by nature. And it's really easy to be around her, be with her, because she rolls with things. She just rolls with it. And she's smart. She can talk current events like nobody's business. And she can sing. She sings beautifully, and our family was lacking in that department until Dan married Catherine, and then also now we have a second daughter-in-law, Lauren, so finally. Best of all for us, family relationships and maintaining close family relationships, that's very important to Lauren also, and she recognizes that and wants that for Michael. So of course that means the world to us. We're happy to be joining the families of Barney and Liz and Terry and Tony and Lauren's sisters and brother. And we thank you for how you've already welcomed Michael into your lives. Miguel. And we're looking forward to more fun family times with you. I wish we lived closer. Okay, here's the tough part. Michael, you're all grown up now, and now a married man, and I couldn't be more proud of you. But you'll still always be my little boy. When I picture you that way, this is what I see. I see you in a Little League baseball uniform, bounding onto the field, flipping your baseball glove around, just so excited to play. And you know those stars that you stuck up on your bedroom ceiling, the glow-in-the-dark stars? I'll never take those down. I'll share one final memory. This is of both you and both of you guys. On one of their visits, Lauren and Michael, you know, they're staying in the guest room, and you guys didn't hear me coming, but I was coming up the stairs and down the hallway, and just as I was passing, Michael, no. This is very clean. Just as I was passing by, at that very moment, you had spontaneously grabbed Lauren around the waist and lifted her up in the air. And you were looking into each other's eyes and laughing. And that warmed my heart. And I think I'll always have that mental image of you two. And I thought at that moment, wow, he really loves her. And she loves him back. And what more could a mom want for her son?
Oh.
Lauren and Michael, we hope that you'll always keep lifting each other up. And if you keep loving and supporting each other the way you do now, you'll have a happy marriage. You'll breeze through the highs and you'll get through the lows together, and you'll be happy. So, congratulations. We love you. We love you both. And Peter and I know everyone here wishes you a long and happy marriage. So let's toast again to Lauren and Michael and Miguel.